Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy. How do you go from bad singer to good singer? Well, I have a saying, and the saying is a singer is only a singer because they have the guts to be one. You heard me right. A singer is only a singer because they have the guts to be one. Now, there's a lot of speculation of what a good singer is and a bad singer, and obviously a lot of percentages there in between. But I'd like to bring up some pretty popular names. Now, this is, arguably, people can differ on how they feel about this. But a lot of people would argue that someone like Bob Dylan doesn't have a great voice, right? And yet he may have been probably the greatest musical inspiration in the last 50 years of any artist alive. This is true for Bruce Springsteen. A lot of people, say that they don't necessarily think Bruce Springsteen has a great voice, but I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that are consistent with these singers I'm about to mention that helps make them not only great, but phenomenal. Let's talk about John Mellencamp, or maybe David Bowie. There you go. Neil Young, or maybe Annie Lennox. How about Madonna, or Cyndi Lauper, or Duran Duran's Simon Le Bon, or Robbie Williams for that matter. Chrissie Hynde from The Pretenders. Gosh, even the Beatles weren't necessarily virtuoso singers, right? But what did these singers all have in common? Well, the first thing is a singer is only a singer because they have the guts to be one. So they have the confidence to get up and tell their story. Now, they obviously had some amazing character voices, everybody from Mick Jagger to whomever. The minute you hear them sing, you go, man, I know who that is. And you like them for their character. You like them for their charisma. Well, I'd like to, go through a couple scales and things with you that'll help you at least identify some good tone and some pitch and stuff. But before I do that, I just want to talk to you guys. The very first thing you should think about is, what story do you have to tell? What makes you unique? And I don't mean just because your hair is crazy, and I don't mean just because you could do some, calisthenic thing or something weird. I mean, what unique thing do you have to offer that you believe people could benefit from? Now, I don't believe any of these guys had a contrived thing. I mean, David Bowie, for example, ironically was a street mime. And if you think about that, then you kind of see his evolution from Ziggy Stardust all the way to the end here recently, all due respect. He was just amazing charisma and just always reinventing himself, and his style was phenomenal. Just everything he did was just wow. So what do you have that's wow? Now, to go from bad singer to good singer, first you got to try to be able to sing something, right? But even in the case of Bob Dylan, you're gonna have to sub somebody. He has this kind of small froggy voice, and what he was able to do and the stories he was able to tell is that every one of these singers here were able to represent a story in a way that the minute you heard them sing, you're engaged in the story, okay? So that's really, really important. Well, how do we do that? Well, the first thing we do is we sing things that are really simple. Pick a simple melody. I don't care what it is, but something very, very simple that's well within your range, and just start to sing it and just start to live in the story. Like, think about what the lyrics are saying, and think about how, as you're almost like acting because you're in the story, how that person was feeling in that song, or if it's your own song that you wrote, how you can give emotion or communicate the emotion of the story. So anyway, that's one thing. The other thing too is, yes, we want to grow our voices, and we want to have good tone and good pitch and good range and good stamina. So I've got a bunch of videos out on that. I'm going to be doing more. But I just want to encourage you, a singer is only a singer because they have the guts to be one. With that said, I just want to do a really simple scale with you guys. Now, for those of you that have seen my videos on the 5 laws of singing and tone and pitch, ping is king. Ping and brightness of timbre is king in order to be able to grow a nice clear sounding voice so you don't sound like you have cotton in your throat. So we're just going to do a really simple scale. La. It's just a major scale. Now if it's too fast, we'll slow it down. I'd love to get la and speed it up in time, but we'll start real slow. Ladies, you can do the octave of this. Let's do it again. I'll do it real slow first. Now get a nice bright ah, la, ah, ah, ping in the sound. La. Next one. La. Next one. La. Next one. La. Try to relax the chest, the neck, and the throat. Now what you can do is you go through all your vowel sounds. That's the ah. You can go to A, le. You can go to E, you can go to O, you can go to oo, and make sure that you get all of these different vowel sounds so you can feel what it feels like in your throat. Now, the vowels themselves shouldn't be big changes. Ah, ah, a, e, o, u. It should be la, they should be real small spaces so that they're kind of compressed. Even though the throat is nice and open, you don't want to jump from the one vowel to another to have big jumps between the vowels themselves, okay? Hopefully this was helpful to you guys, and if you like, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I've got more on your way.